Hello, Rachel here with this week's video, which is about being trans at work. So the first thing I'm going to point out is that not everyone works, but of course if you do, and especially if you're in full-time employment, there's a good chance you're going to be spending quite a lot of time with your colleagues, so it's important to have healthy, functional relationships with them, and to feel fully accepted and included in the workplace. So what kind of things might come up when you transition? Well, I'm going to go straight there to the first problem, which is the toilets problem. And hopefully what doesn't happen is that you have gendered male and female facilities at work, and that when you go to HR and say, I'm trans, that they have some big meeting without you perhaps, where they work out whether or not you're allowed to use the loos that you want to. Because no, that's just fucking bullshit. That doesn't happen for other people, does it? Why is it suddenly a thing for trans people? I don't get it. Hopefully, there isn't this sort of gatekeeping thing that you just use whatever's right for you on each occasion. Of course, if you're, non-binary, gender fluid, then that might not be the same one each time. Of course, ideally, it's not gender facilities in the first place. It's just toilets. All gender neutral, whatever you want to call them. And therefore that everyone just uses the loos. That would be the best of all. There's a good chance if you're trans at work, then at some point you're going to want to change your name and title and gender and pronouns, and if you do, then hopefully what doesn't happen is that HR or whoever asks to see a copy of your GRC, because that would be illegal. Do not do that. I think in my case they asked to see a copy of my deed poll. I was okay with that, but ideally, even better would just be don't ask for proof at all, because I'm not pulling your leg. There should be a trust relationship between employee and employer. So if you're asking to change your name, or more accurately, if you are telling them that you have changed your name, then just take your word for it and go ahead and change the records, please. Speaking of changing records, hopefully when that time comes, then the records are all updated quickly and accurately. I knew that some of the records I had at work would never be changed. It would still show my old name because they're kind of immutable, security-related historical records. And that's a bit of a pain. Never mind. Mostly the records were updated quickly and accurately, but I changed my name in 2013, and as recently as 2016, I was still finding the occasional system where I'd log on and it would say, hello, old name. Ah, fuck. That's just a load of kick in the gut, isn't it? That's no fun at all. So then it's a matter of finding out who's meant to maintain the system, which obviously isn't processing name changes correctly, and, getting them to change your name properly. And if they say, no, we don't maintain that system anymore, then you say, yes you do, because if you're storing a personal data under the Data Protection Act, you are obliged to ensure that data is relevant and accurate, and if it's the old name still, then it's not accurate. So that would be illegal. So yeah, they get it fixed, but it's just a pain in the arse, isn't it? It's just a drag, getting other people to do their job because somehow it didn't process the name change. It's not like it's a thing that's even unique to trans people. I mean, women, especially when they get married, change their names all the time, so why is it suddenly a big thing? I don't get it. So overall, being trans at work has been a hugely positive experience for me. It's just allowed me to be far happier and more expressive and, connect with people and just be better at my job. And also I can just do more. One of the things I can do now, and I find I'm quite good at and quite like doing, is public speaking. I can stand up in front of a room of people I don't necessarily know and give a presentation. And that would have just been completely unthinkable before I transitioned. That was just not who I was. So yeah, if you're trans, then, if you're coming out of work, it's going to be fine. Yeah, do it. Come out, it'll be fine. It's been a really positive thing for me, and I'm sure it will be for you as well. If you like this video, please click that like button, send comments, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the Engender YouTube channel. And I'll see you all again for another video another time. Bye.